Welcome to Bliss Bound Yoga. I'm Summer Yeagley, and today's class we have a lower back yoga flow. It's going to be super gentle, really restorative, and help with a lot of pain that we often find in our low backs by helping us to stretch the low back, to work into the hips and all of those interconnected muscles that come from the hamstrings, hips, into low back. So if that all sounds good, let's begin in Shavasana. With the feet splayed out to the edges of your mat, the palms come face up, and just let yourself melt into the ground beneath you. Taking a couple cleansing breaths to start off. Inhale through the nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale all the way. Exhale. Last one, inhale as deep as you can into the belly, maybe your deepest breath yet today. Open mouth, exhale as you sigh it out and soften, relaxing the face, opening up through the heart as you settle in deep. Taking a moment here just to feel this connection with the earth beneath you, feeling yourself grounded, the weight of your body heavy, pressing into the earth. Experiencing the sensation of gravity. Continue to smooth out the breath here, breathing deeply. Long, slow inhale in. Long, slow exhale out. Let's slowly bring the feet onto the mat. From here, we're going to come into pelvis tilts. So lift the low back off the ground as you shift the pelvis forward. And then slowly release low back down to the mat. A couple more times here, forward and back. Tilting forward, tilting back. Walking the feet to the edges of the mats. Deep breath in. Exhale, glide the legs over to the left. Resting the legs onto the ground. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Rise, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Next time legs are off to the left, pause, and maybe the left foot comes on top of the right knee, opening up deeper through the IT band and the hip flexor. Pausing here, take another smooth, deep breath. The foot slowly slips off of the knee. We inhale through center, exhale over to the right. As the legs lower, we slowly place right foot on top of left knee and pause. Smooth, slow breath in. Long, serene breath out. Slipping the foot off the leg, let's bring the feet to hip width distance apart. Placing left foot on top of right knee for figure 4, we have an option to stay here, or to slowly draw the legs into the chest for full figure 4. You might like to find a little movement, maybe rocking side to side, searching for that sweet spot. Or maybe settling into stillness once you find that point of particular intensity. Take a moment to breathe. Gently releasing the legs down to the mat. Let's take right foot on top of left knee. Figure 4. Stay here, or maybe reach for the legs, interlacing the hands around the thigh. Option to sneak right elbow on the inside of right knee, drawing left knee in as you send the right leg out and away. Deepen the breath here, breathing into the intensity of the stretch, feeling your low back press into the mat. Slowly let the legs go. Placing the hands behind the thighs, let's just gently rock and roll side to side. Maybe these circles the knees begin to circle one way and then the other, massaging that low back. Hands now become behind the thighs. And let's rock and roll a couple times along the length of the spine. We have 2 more. Last one, we meet in a seat. Crossing the legs. The hands come right to the tops of the knees. Inhale, draw the belly through for seated cat-cow. Lift your gaze. Exhale, round the spine as chin drops to chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. 2 more times here. Last one. Inhale, both arms that come up to the sky. And then exhale, let's twist to the right. Right arm behind you coming as a second spine or a kickstand. And then the left hand coming to the outside of right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Maybe the gaze comes behind you. 2 deep, smooth breaths here. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, unwind. With an inhale, reach those arms back up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. Left arm behind you is a second spine. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, gaze behind you. Holding here, breathe deep. Smoothing out the breath and slowing it down. Inhale, center. Exhale, release those arms down to the mat. Plant through the hands, and we're gonna step back, downward facing dog. Tucking toes under, spread the fingertips wide, and the gaze goes right to the toes. Take a moment to pedal out the feet, sending one heel and then the other down to the mat as you bend opposite knee deeply. Take a moment to come to stillness. Step your feet maybe a little bit wider than hip-width distance apart. And then reach the heart down and back as you tilt the pelvis down, tailbone reaching up towards the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly step right foot in between the hands for low lunge, coming down onto that back knee. Hands flow through heart center. And then we knit the low ribs together, draw the belly button in, and then maybe sink forward just a touch. Notice where you feel this pose in your body, and breathe into those spaces. Inhale. Exhale, half splits, fingertips to the mat. We peel right toes up towards the sky, and then slowly fold over that front leg, drawing nose to knee. Rounding through the back body, no wrinkle in the back of the neck. And we just pause here to breathe deeply. Breathing into the intensity here, the stretch of the back of the leg. With your next inhale, rise, plant through right foot, step back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, come up high onto the toes. Exhale, sink the heels, and then bend the knees deeply. Deep breath in, step left foot forward, low lunge. Hands come through heart center. Glide the hips back slightly, knit those low ribs together, engage through the core. Resist the urge to back bend here, keeping the spine tall, and then maybe we shift the hips forward, deepening the stretch. Find your breath, smooth it out. Reaching fingertips down to the floor. Exhale, hips glide right back as you lift those left toes up to the ceiling, half splits or half Hanuman. Chin to chest, round and curl, lengthening your spine. Take a moment to breathe here. Oftentimes this pose is so intense. And just take a moment to find gratitude for these beautiful legs that we have. With an inhale, we step into the left foot. Take one big step up with the right, forward fold. Heel toe, feet hip width distance apart. And then let's just take opposite hand, opposite elbow for ragdoll as the chin drops to the chest. Releasing the low back in such a way that we release all of the weight of the upper body that often is being supported. The low back supporting all of this weight all the time, right? So tip your weight towards your toes and just imagine the distance between each vertebra getting wider as you release all of that weight, that downward pressure, the weight of the upper body on the low back. Gently release the hands down to the floor and step all the way back, lowering down to the belly. Slowly come onto the forearms, pressing fingertips towards the top edge of your mat for Sphinx pose. Tops of the feet press into the top of the mat so much so that the knees lift up and off. Exhale, chin to chest, release. Inhale, pull the heart through. Slowly lower. See if you can rest the top, or the bottom rather, of your rib cage down onto the mat, gluing that there. Inhale, lift, keep those ribs connected to the ground. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale, press up. Shoulders maybe lifting away from the ears slightly. Exhale, let it go. Hands come under the shoulders, and we press right back into child's pose. Maybe the knees come a little bit wider, just wide enough to make room for the torso. toes to touch, reaching fingertips forward, soften the elbows down towards the mat. Begin to slowly breathe deeply into the back of the body, into the walls of your body as the back of the heart opens, the sides of the rib cage opening up towards the walls of the room. Feeling the weight of your body heavy as it presses into the ground. Maybe you'd like to massage out that third eye on the mat, rocking slowly side to side. Take a deep breath in. Long, slow exhale, let it go. With your next in-breath, slowly walk the hands back towards the knees. Coming to kneeling or cross-legged, let's just bring the hands towards heart center. Taking a moment to focus our awareness on our low back space. Just noticing how it feels, knowing that there's no right or wrong here. Oftentimes after stretching and a little bit of exercise, the low back can maybe even feel a little tender or sore from effort. See if you can just mindfully direct a little bit of that love to the low back. Bringing thumbs to third eye. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing your time and your energy with me today. I hope that this practice felt really good, and I hope you come back to it again and again. Oftentimes, repetition is key when it comes to low back pain. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you.